God gave it to him. Anybody that has power on the earth, our God gave it to him.
Even the wicked.
Our God gave him power. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you. Read.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
So when you resist power, for instance, show me your license. Man, why I gotta show you my license? I wasn't doing nothing wrong. Show me your license, sir. Man, F that, man. I ain't doing this. Show me your license, sir. What's about to happen next?
You better get messed up.
You better get jacked up, right? Read that verse again.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
We're reading about what we see daily in the hood.
Wait a minute.
In the Bible.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, I know. That's a head buster right there.
Bring it up.
I know ain't nobody never taught you that was in the Bible.
No, hold on. I get out of that. So everything happening to us is ordained by God for us to
Everything.
for us to kowtow to
Everything.
the power like that.
Everything.
What we get out of that though?
I'm gonna show you. See, this is the problem. You never have truly known how great we are and the great things God did for us. We've been taught that we've been the bottom people so much that we can't even perceive the great things he has in store for us and how what we going through, he gonna put on all the other nations and they gonna get double what we got.
Right. When?
All right, just be patient, bro. All right, come on.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
You know what damnation is? Just what you said. Being jacked up. Destruction. When you resist, that's what you receive. Go ahead.
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
What does that say?
Rulers are not a terror to good works.
Now, I'm going to tie these two scriptures together. I want to see if y'all get it. Rulers are what?
The rulers are not a terror to good works.
Hold that, get Leviticus 26 and 41 again. Rulers are not going to destroy you when you're doing good. You ain't got to worry about, listen. If I'm not speeding and I got, and my tags is in order and I ain't got a pound of weed or anything else in my car, the chances the guy's going to put it in the spirit, because he ruled the spirit of men. Let me show you that too. The spirit in that cop. And I'm going to show you.
Say it again. Read it again. That makes sense.
The spirit in that cop, God will say, you know what? Leave him alone.
That makes sense.
Leave him alone. He ain't doing nothing wrong. Leave him alone. All right, read.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 41. And that I also have walked contrary unto them.
Remember, rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. We have to acknowledge here, we walked against God. He gave us commandments. We said, screw that. We ain't doing that. Because he said, keep the Sabbath day. You know what we said? No, my little son got a football game. I'm going to that. No, the new Jordans, the new bronze is on sale Friday night. I'm going to buy them. We're going to do what we choose to. What we don't understand is the other nations, they understand that. They set the sin before us.
Right.
And they say, that's why they call us niggas. They say, because these niggas don't even read their own history, their fathers gave them, they going to fall into it, and we're going to continue to rule over them.
Bring it out.
That's exactly how it works. It's that simple. You got any questions?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Basically, in James, right?
Yeah.
The first part of James. Say, if you pray, and when you pray, ask for certain things, why word? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So basically, when you pray, you gotta have faith.
Right.
Right?
And what else?
So
what else you gotta have?
works and deeds. Right?
What is the works and deeds?
A good heart. You gotta live.
It's a little more than that. You're on the right path, but it's a little more than that. All right, so we'll bring that out, but we're going to finish this first. You got good questions. Y'all got some good questions, brother. Y'all got some very good questions. Let's go back.
I came here to learn something.
So now, we reading that in these nations where the Lord will drop us off on those slave ships and put these other nations over us, that's when we're supposed to acknowledge that we did wrong to him, okay? Let's go back. Romans. Oh, you still... Okay, read it again.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 41. And that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies.
Now, wait a minute. He said he brought us to the land of our enemies. The people that are ruling over us, are they your friends?
No.
What are they? Your enemies. But why is it now? You can say that right now, but on Sunday, when you're next to grandma, feel so good, white folks. All white people ain't bad. God love everybody. Anybody else been taught that beside me? Anybody else taught that lie beside me?
Bring it out.
Huh?
So
You been taught that lie too?
So yeah, it's all in disguise, though, you know.
But wait a minute. You love grandma? So you gonna try to please grandma, right?
But see, grandma ain't teach me that. Grandma taught me this.
I don't know. I understand.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, even though grandma taught you that, you don't believe grandma gonna lie to you, right? You love grandma, so you listening to grandma. Even though grandma was deceived, you didn't know you was being deceived also. You understand what I'm saying? We all been through this. What I'm trying to share with you. All right, read on.
Romans chapter 13, verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works.
So y'all with me so far? Okay, go ahead.
But to evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good.
So he said he's the minister of God. The ruler is the minister of God. Let's get a little more clarity on what that means. Hold that, give me Psalm 17:13. Let's get a little bit more clarity what that means. That the ruler is a minister for God. Meaning, God put him on the payroll. All right, let's see what that means.
Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Read.
From men.
From who?
From men.
From who?
From men.
From men. So he said his sword is a man. What you do with a sword?
You chop
To do what?
Chop something down.
Kill with it, right?
Right.
Chop something
Right?
down.
How many of our people, how many of our brothers and sisters been murdered? And we look at it and we say it's unjustly. Because a lot of the things that we've been murdered for, even in the laws of God, wasn't worthy of death. Sandra Bland getting pulled over for a light, not turning on a turn signal, is not worthy of death. Mike Brown, if he did steal something, is not worthy of death. But these are the things that have happened to us. We agree or not? And there's so many more, but I'm just giving them 2 examples. We agree on that so far? Let's go back. Let's go back. That's the minister. You ready?
Romans chapter 13, verse 4. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
You hear what the Lord say? If you being evil, you need to be afraid. Because I'm the one that appointed him. Read.
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
You know when they say he bear not the sword in vain, I gave him license to use it on you.
Bring it out.
That's what he's saying. God's saying I gave him license to use it on you. Let's go back. 1 Kings 8:46. And you got a question on James. We're going to get that.
1 Kings chapter 8, verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captives in the land of the enemy, far or near. Yet, if they shall bethink themselves.
So my brother asked, are we paying for the sins of other people?
Yeah.
It says, yet, if in that land we would carry captive, we would bethink ourselves. What does that mean? We would bethink ourselves. And I'm going to give y'all a clue. I want y'all to look at this sign. If we would bethink ourselves, this is your big clue right here. What's that mean? We're reading it right here. If we would bethink ourselves, what that mean? Any one of y'all?
We'll see we at the top.
Huh?
We at the top.
If you bethink yourselves and realize, you know what? I ain't African American or American black. I'm Judah. I ain't West Indian. I'm Benjamin. I ain't a Haitian. I'm Levi. Because there ain't no power in West Indian. There ain't no power in African American. There's power in Judah and Benjamin and Levi. You understand? So much power that there's another nation on the planet that's saying they us.
Bring it out.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if that's prophesied. Get that. There's another nation on the earth that say, we don't want them knowing who we really are. we the real Jews.
Bring it out.
Is that not true? They the ones that control the rap game. They the ones that control the media. They the ones that control the NFL and the NBA leagues, right?
Yeah.
And the banking system and the jewelry. When you want to go spend $100,000 on the chain, who are you going to see? There you go. Read.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy.
Blasphemy means lies. Go ahead.
Of them which say they are Jews and are not.
And what?
And are not.
Who are they?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They the church of Satan.
Bring it out.
They the church of Satan. And you know what they told you? That Jesus looked like them.
Bring it out.
That's why we got to bring this out. And the lie, unbeknownst to grandma, she didn't know, but the lie is, well, it don't really matter.
Right.
It don't really matter what he looked like. But yet, if I steal from you and the popos come to get a report, what's the first thing they gonna want?
They want to investigate.
The first thing they gonna need from you to find,
Yeah, who he is.
but they gonna also need what? A description of the person that stole, right? Did you see anything? Yeah, I seen him run down the street. What he look like? But yet, this ain't important.
Bring it out.
Does that even make any sense? It don't make no sense. But these are the lies we've been told. And I'm gonna tell you, this is what attributes to us killing each other.
Bring it out.
Because when we look at each other, we don't look at each other as the gods of the earth that we was created to be. We look at each other as niggas.
Right.
That's real.
Right?
That's real.
That's how we get.
That's why you know it's power in even a name. And I'm gonna tell you, even subconsciously on our low level, we understand that.
Like,
We understand that. All right, read on.
1 Kings chapter 8, verse 47. Yet, if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent.
And what?
And repent.
That means that we have to change. We have to be converted. Because up under these other nations, we've learned their holidays, we've learned their history, we've learned what else? Give me some things we learned. Their political system, we learned their church system. But we got to repent and come back to what God said we are. That's why we over here. You get any answers that you was looking for, brother?
I ain't going to work.
Okay.
I ain't going to work.
James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, and giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith.
This is what you talking about? Yeah. Okay.
Nothing wavering.
Nothing what?
Nothing wavering.
Okay, so I want to deal with that part first. Ask in faith, nothing wavering. What's that mean? Give me an example.
right, always ask me a favor. I ask you a favor. And then I turn around and don't believe your word. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can deal with that. So when you ask God of this, you don't believe he's going to actually deliver, right? Nothing wavering. Go ahead.
Nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think.
So now, this man that wavereth, listen very carefully. Go ahead.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
You see that? So at first, your faith got to be strong and built it and rooted up, right? Because if you don't have faith, it said don't believe God gonna do nothing for you. Because he already know you don't believe him.
But see, the thing is, what I'm trying to explain to you, okay, that's how I'm trying to live. That's how I'm living now.
Okay.
Like I prayed one time, and I don't think about it ever again until he feel it.
Okay.
So that's how I know it's real.
Okay. But I want to show you something in that. Keep reading.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Okay. Now is that true? The double-minded man
I ain't never heard that.
is unstable in all his ways.
Right.
Because you know what? You hear one thing from Bernard. Man, that sounds true. I'm gonna roll with that. Then my man, what's his name? Ray. Rodney. Then Rodney tell you something, and he persuasive. You like, damn, but Rodney sound good too. Says double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? You see that?
Yeah, I won't double mine. That hit me.
Right? Okay. I'm going to give you the understanding what faith is, all right? All right, read that at verse 1 through 3.
The book of Psalm, chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
So now, I'm going to tell you, sinners get their prayers answered too. All right? But we reading, blessed is the man that don't sit with the sinners, right? Go ahead.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
And in his law doth he meditate day and night. That's how we stay on track, all right? You stay around godly men and you meditate on God's law.
Ask you a question about who got dominion over the earth. That's the scripture, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. We can get that. I'm dealing with his faith. Oh, give me that 11 and 1. Hebrews. Let's get faith. Let's get the faith. All right? Because faith is followed by what? How do I know you got faith in something? What's it followed by? What's that follow? You work a job?
Like trusting in somebody.
You work a job?
Yeah.
At the end of the week, what you expect?
Payroll.
A check, right? Are they just gonna hand you a check?
No.
You gotta do what?
You gotta work.
All right. So there's some action, right? All right.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
So it's not faith if you can see it and know it's gonna happen. It's faith when you, sometimes I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I believe it's gonna happen. But what's it gotta be accompanied by? Works, right? Let's get the works. Exodus 18:20. Let's get the works. The works is keeping the commandments.
Right.
Okay? That's the works that you gotta have behind the faith.
Sure. Appreciate y'all.
All right, brother. You get your questions answered?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. All right, brother.
Y'all got me. I'm here.
Go ahead. Read that.
The book of Exodus chapter 18, verse 20. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
The way that they should walk and the work that they should do. So there is a process of building that faith. You got to actually do something.
Yeah. I'm with
Okay?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.